And welcome back. Just about to turn 6:45 right now on this Monday morning. Live look outside towards Wisconsin Point out there. You can see a laker sitting kind of eerily on the lake right now. Some of that fog, a little bit of haze out there to kick things off on our Monday morning. We did see a few rain showers earlier this morning, but now you can see most of those now moving off to our south and east. And now, yes, we are going to be mainly dry here as we head through the vast majority of the day here on this Monday. Temperatures across the region, most of us starting off the day in the mid to upper 50s and lower 60s. The cool spot right now, International Falls, where they're coming in at 49 degrees. So a tad cooler up there, while the rest of us, in the mid to upper 50s and lower 60s. Definitely some pockets of dense fog all across the region. Visibility down to 0 miles being reported Solon Springs, 1.5 miles to Harbors, 0 miles for Superior, 0.3 of a mile for Ely as well as Hibbing, 1 mile in Grand Rapids, 0.3 of a mile in Aiken. So just be mindful of that as you get ready to step out the door for any Monday morning plans. You could possibly encounter some dense fog, maybe slow down just a little bit on your morning commute because of that fog out there. That fog should gradually begin to burn off here as we head through the rest of the morning hours today, and really through the rest of our day today. We should be mainly dry out there, talking about a good amount of sunshine, but that sunshine will be filtered due to that Canadian wildfire smoke and haze. Maybe a spot rain shower or two towards this afternoon and this evening, but really most of us today should be mainly dry. As we head towards tomorrow, kind of a similar story for our day on Tuesday. Again, Tuesday, starting off the day with plenty of sunshine, maybe a few more clouds begin to fill in as we head towards the second half of the day. That will also give way to the opportunity for a few showers and thunderstorms, especially across the far northern half of the region, really right along that Canadian international border. And some of those thunderstorms could potentially be stronger to severe in nature. A few scattered severe storms here and there, but severe weather definitely the exception, not the rule here for your day tomorrow night. The biggest threats of any severe weather we do see would be gusty winds, as well as potentially some larger hail. But again, that's generally limited across the far northern portions of our region for tomorrow night. Then as we head towards Wednesday morning, that rain should gradually begin to back off really through most of the day on Wednesday. We should be talking about mainly dry conditions out there, and yes, a good amount of sunshine. Then while we're warming things up from here on out as well. Today we're going to be in the 80s across the region as we head towards tomorrow. Mid to upper 80s, even some lower 90s. And then by the time Wednesday rolls around, I think most of us should be flirting right around that 90-degree mark for daytime highs here on Wednesday. Dew points creeping up as well, so Tuesday as well as Wednesday, definitely going to be downright humid and warm all across the Northland. In terms of that smoke forecast, we are going to be dealing with that Canadian wildfire smoke and haze here for the day today. I think it gradually begins to subside here as we head towards Tuesday night into the day here on Wednesday. But for now, there is still an air quality warning up. It runs until 6 p.m. on the Minnesota side of things, down to northwest Wisconsin, running until noontime tomorrow. Here's another look at that 7-day forecast now. We're warming things up as we head towards Wednesday. By the time Wednesday rolls around, we are close to that 90-degree mark. A few showers and thunderstorms possible for Thursday and Friday. That will drag down temperatures as well back into the 70s as we head towards this weekend.